Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through the Port Adelaide versus Gold Coast game, going through how it ended up being a draw from out of nowhere and how ROWBOTTOM really absolutely dominated. I mean, Whitford had a pretty shallow game to be honest, and Single had a really shocking third quarter, else that would have been a good enough score, an 80 or 90, which might have held her in the side actually, but a 68, she's probably not going to hold into the side unless something miraculous happens with the likes of Roberts being able to be actually upgraded to someone ridiculous and helping me out, but I don't see that really actually happening, to be honest with you, as there isn't too many options. But I guess actually thinking about 120k plus another, what is it, 140, so 260k gets me up to like 900 or so thousand, which yeah, I could actually do that. It'd be swapping out Roberts for like Morrison or something like that. I can't get up to Hall, but Morrison could be a fair shout. And then just having like a Walker or something like that as well. But at the moment, I am trying to get rid of Single, but we'll see how that goes in the future, obviously. But before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, it was a drawn game, 45 all. Pretty sure, what was it? Was it Gold Coast came from the absolute clouds to essentially get a steal 2 points. If I just quickly look here, I mean, it was 5 goals 3 to 5 goals 2, and then at one point it was, I believe, 7 goals 3 to 5 goals 3. So there were 2 goals down with about 8 or 9 minutes to go, and they kicked them very quickly to get to 7 goals 3 each. And then but Gold Coast were well in front in this game at quarter time. They were up by 19, and then they had a scoreless quarter, and Port kicked 4 goals 3 on them to be up by 8 points at halftime, and then it was Port had a scoreless quarter, and Gold Coast only kicked 7 points in that quarter to be down by 1 at 3-quarter time, and then obviously it ended up a draw. But if we look at the actual stats of the game here, you can see Dowricker 109 with 18 and 14 tackles, 22, 41, 16, 30, a fair effort. Maloney with a 101, 15, 14, 27, 45 in the last quarter. That's just crazy. 72 out of her 101 in the second half. Houghton as well had a crazy game for a forward. 78 from her with 17, and then she also kicked 2 goals 1, but 17 touches a forward is fairly decent. Schultz had a really good game in the ruck against Bella, getting 78, so that was really, really promising. 12, 2 and 5, and then 20 hit-outs as well. Stewart's and Phillips 21, 2 and 2 for a 61 is alright. Teagle 3 goals for the 61 is alright. But nothing, that's the thing about these, I swear every Port Adelaide review is just me going through the side so quickly, because there's just nothing consistent. I mean, if we look at Dowrick, I'm pretty sure has been showing up recently and doing stuff, but even look at her stats. She's averaging 85 for the year. That's not really that good. If we look at all clubs, where are they? Port Adelaide, they're going to be there, that one. And then we go midfielders even, and then we go look at their average. You'll see 85, 72, 71, 61, and 50. That's including forwards. 80, 85, 71, 50, 46. That's terrible. And then you have the ruck of Schultz in the 70s. Defenders are 45. And then the forwards are 72, 61, 45. They really have absolutely nothing to go by in this in the fancy, and that's why I gloss over them so quickly, because you just look at that and it's so evenly split in the 40s. Look at the 30 to 60 range, which is sort of that nothingness range. In this game, you have Pope at 29, just outside of that range. 30, 31, 36, 30, that is like 3/4 of the team. And then you look at this same sort of range for even Gold Coast, who aren't that fancy relevant. You've got 1, 2, Depoy had a bad game to get there. 1, 2, 3, like a lot less of the side, and then you have a lot more of the side just bottoming out here at 20 to 10 points basically. And Sard had a really shocking game to get a 27 as well. So just looking at the difference in the sides is just ridiculous to see how irrelevant Port Adelaide have been this year for fancy reasons. And I mean, I know it's understandable because they're losing games, But yeah, they're just not. There's no one in their side that I even look at, like, even have a look at it, other than like Houghton was the only one that I had a look at, but she's a forward, so an actual keyed forward, so she could easily drop a 30 or something like that. ROWBOTTOM dominant, 1-2-1, 31 and 12, 5 free kicks for 3 against. That's a -4, but still fine. Drennan 24, 1 and 5, 2 and 2, which is a -4 as well. And a goal to get to 84 is all right, but could be a lot better. Drennan 18, 1 and 5 for a 69. Single 15, 2 and 7 for a 68. And a -5 in here, which would have got up to a 73. And then you have that bad quarter. She could have easily gotten an 85, 90 here. That's why I'm contemplating whether to actually just go and grab Morris in the up, or even get like a Fredericks or something like that to really complete the forward line. And then, I mean, that would leave me with, I think, Single and someone else in the forward line, I think. Or no, that would leave me, with Single in a pretty strong forward line, actually. And then my defenders would be a little bit hit or miss, but the defense can be so hit or miss. So I think getting an actual big forward is huge. So I might actually go down that route of just sacrificing on the defender's side to get a massive forward. Which will probably be Frederick, given that she's got the West Coast matchup as a ruckman, and she is just dominating in the ruck at the moment. Whitford, Drennan, Single, Kearney we went through as well, didn't go through, but yeah, here 67, 12, 3 and 7. Bella with the 30 hitouts for a 66 is poor outside of that. Darcy, a 61, could be, I think she's just too expensive if I do go for Frederick in the ruck, I think. Depoy, Brancatisano, Bohanna, McLaughlin, Clayton, Aarons, Stratton, Fitzpatrick, Davies, Sard, Randall, Barwick, Bush, and Gee to round it out. And yeah, so that pretty much is the video. A very short video, this one, as there wasn't much to talk about, to be honest. ROWBOTTOM doing her thing with 31 and 12, very consistent, the 66 second half. Whitford inconsistent to get to an 84, but that's sort of a pass mark. Drennan 69, Single 68, Carney 67, Bella 66, and Darcy 61. Sort of the relevant names for Gold Coast, sorry, and for Port. Dowrick 101 and Maloney Darrick 109 and Maloney 101, and Houghton 78, Schultz 78, sort of the notable names for Port Adelaide, if they're even notable given Port Adelaide's position. But anyway, that is the video pretty much done and dusted, and I'll see you guys in the last recap of today, which will be the North Melbourne game, in which that was another upset considering the tips. So anyway, I'll see you guys in that game. Bye guys.